go. First things, what's root 12 when we break it up? Root 4, root 3, which is? Okay, I have to draw a length of root 3, and then I have to double it. Okay, now you draw a straight line and you pick a point to call A, which will have the -1 position. How do I know it should be the -1 position? Yeah, I just have a length off that's root 3, and root 3 requires me to start off at the -1 position, while root 2 I can start off at the 0 position. Alright, pick any gap of your choosing. Yeah, about here will do me nicely. That's 1, so that's 0, that's 1, and if you really want to be, you could also say that's 2, couldn't you? And then we could go a bit further and say that's 3. Okay. Where exactly is root 12 decimal wise? What is root 12? If you put it in the calculator, what would it come out as? 3.46. So we're expecting this somewhere to be in between 3 and. We'd expect our answer to be in between 3 and 4, wouldn't we? Is that cool with you guys? Alright. Now, obviously this is taking up a lot more space than I would like it to, so I'm just going to shrink down my size slightly, okay? Just don't want it taking up all of the board. Okay? Now, next thing. We bisect, you can be point B, you can be point C, alright? I'm going to bisect A and C. How do I bisect A and C? Using the red pen here. What do I do? Any distance above halfway of A and C, draw a line above, then draw a line below, like so, then move it over the other side, one above, one below, and what will that cause to happen? Intersect of the line. See the way I go straight through B? Right. Happy days. Revision. What type of triangle would make us a root 3? 2 as the hypotenuse and 1 as the, and then this will be root 3. Is that okay? Because yeah. Now here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to see this line here. I'm going to make it a bit longer. Okay, everybody happy with that? Now we're going to get a gap of 2. How do I get a gap of 2? Using the blue pen this time. See, grab this. How do I get a gap of 2? Go to -1, and you can always just measure it out using the compass, can't you? And where does it hit? Up here. What we should label more points here. This can be D, this can be E, and this part can be F. Now what can we say about AF? A to F is 2. What can we say A to B? 1. Alright? So what you saw write down just to be sure this, or just to make sure you're getting all the marks right. AF squared equals AB squared plus what's a BF, is it? And then you get, what's it, 4 equals 1 plus BF squared. And then your BF will be root 3. Is everybody cool with that? And BF equals root 3. Everybody cool with that? Alright, BF is root 3. Happy days. So we finish off our triangle here, and we find out that BF, which is that's BF, and it's root 3. Okay, what's my next step then? Come over here with my pen. Again, so I'll change colour to purple this time. And what can I do now? I can measure the length of BF. How do I measure it? Just grab this here and happy days. There's BF, isn't it? What can I do next? Alright. And what value is this here? That is root 3. Is everybody cool with that? What letter am I on now? G. So you can say BG equals root 3. Double that distance and what do we get? Yeah, 2 root 3. So double that distance and we should get 2 root 3. And call it H. So what's the distance B to H? 2 root 3 or root 12. Is that alright with you guys? Anybody get out? Right. Next one. Given a length of root 2, which is given to me on the board, describe how to make a line segment of root 3 using a compass and a straight edge only. Yeah, no bother. Here's what I'm thinking. What happens if you had a triangle? Your root 3, your root 2, and your length of 1. Does that balance when we do Pythagoras' theorem? Let's find out. Right, root 3 squared equals 1 squared plus root 2 squared. Does it work? Would everybody therefore agree that this here is a viable right angled triangle, which I could use to find the length of root 3? So here's what I'd do. Okay, I would first take the length for root 2. So is everybody happy? That length there, that is a length of root 2. Okay with that? Okay. And that's A and that's B. Now, what should I do with A and B? What have I had to do every single construction I've done so far? I always have to do a bloody perpendicular bisector, don't I? Every bloody time. I'm not allowed to just draw a straight line, which is really irritating. I'm not allowed to just draw that, am I? What do I actually have to physically do? Get a compass, okay? And what do I do either side? Any length you want either side of B. What do you reckon? I had to make it small just because I'm lacking board space here, okay? So, everybody happy with green mark here? And then over the other side, another green mark here. Pick 2 letters. So you go to point B. You label 2 points either side, point C and point D. Is that okay? Then you find the perpendicular bisector of C and D. Where will the perpendicular bisector go straight through? Huh? It'll go straight through B. Alright? So you pick a distance over halfway of DC. So go to DC, just go a little bit over halfway. About there. Happy days. And you just go once under there, once under there. Change sides. Once on top, and then once on the bottom, and you're good to go, right? And then you here to here. Everybody cool with that? Now we're going to extend that line up. Why are we going to extend that line up? We cool with that? They gave us the distance of 1, didn't they? Where did they? Then you bring your compass and you bring your compass and you measure the distance of 1. Everybody cool with that? And everybody happy that that's 1? What do I do next? You go to the point. Go to the point B. Dear God. Go to the point B and what you do? You mark a distance of 1 which unfortunately for me, just going to get rid of the question, was right on the line of the question. Pure jamminess more than anything. And what you call that letter? Mark the point E, which is exactly a distance of 1. So BE equals 1, AB equals root 2. So can anybody therefore tell me what A to E should be? 3. And you might just go through the whole spiel of doing this, just to really spell it out for them. They love their formal stuff in the constructions. So and everybody happy A equals root 3? Did anybody do it that way or a different way last night? What do you do? Stairs makes an angle 45 degrees at the horizontal. Happy days. The base of the stairs measures 2 root 2 as shown. Find the length of carpet needed to cover the stairs from A to B. Oh God. So it literally wants me to do this. Is that alright? Just get all of those? Alright. Well, interesting. Okay. How many blocks across do I have?
I think you only need to find the height.
Because the stairs equal the height plus the base.
The stairs here says the height and the base of these stairs.
So is that red line correct? Is it not?
The red line would be the height plus the base.
Yeah, and it just wants the height only, is it?
No, you need to, if you get the height.
So I'm just going to read it. Base of stairs. The base is the blue line. Everybody cool with that? That's the base. Find the length of carpet needed to cover the stairs from A to B. Yeah. Given your formula the answer A root 2.
So get the height and length of the base.
So the red line equals the blue line plus the height.
Yeah, like that's basically it in a nutshell, yeah. I am correct. I haven't made a single mistake yet. Like, it's 45 degrees. So that means both the opposite and the adjacent are the same length, doesn't it? And as we discussed earlier, the horizontal pieces equal the blue part, and the vertical parts equal the green part. Is that alright? So you just add them together. You get 2 root 2 plus another 2 root 2. And what's your answer? Happy days. That's your answer. Done. It's the first part. Now, if the angle is increased to 60 degrees, find how much extra carpet is needed. 60 degrees. Now, 60 degrees doesn't affect the base, but what does it affect? Huh? Yeah, it affects the opposite. The opposite is now affected. So this is 60 degrees. Everybody cool with that? So what function do I use? Sine, cos, or tan? Tan 60 equals x over 2 root 2. So what's 2 root 2 tan 60? Anybody?
2 root 6.
2 root 6? Is everyone happy 2 root 6 equals x? Alright. What was my original answer again? 4 root 2 was my original answer, wasn't it? Now, would everybody agree we still need 2 root 2? What do we need 2 root 2 for? 2 root 2 is the blue part, which is the horizontal. So we still need 2 root 2. But now we have a new vertical part, which is different. And what's the length of the vertical part? 2 root 6. So would everybody agree this is how much carpet we need in the second part? Now, what's the question? How much? Extra carpet, isn't it? So it's your answer of part 2, take away your answer of part 1. And what do we get there? 2 root 6 minus 2 root 2, and factorise it out. and you get 2 into root 6 minus root 2. Who got that one out? Wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be, was it? Just red difficult. Wasn't easy to read. Alright, question 14, lads. Oh, this is great fun. Anybody get me one value of x for which this is rational? What square root signs? What square roots will be rational? Root 1. Next one. Next one. Root 16. Root. You get the gist, is. Right. What x value would cause one of them? Everybody happy with x equals 2? What's another answer? X equals minus 1. What's another answer? X equals minus 13. Does everybody see that every one of those x values will send it to one of these as well? Alright? We all good? Now, describe in words a set of values for x which 3 minus x is rational. It's very hard to describe this, isn't it? What did we say a second ago? You need to pick any value for x which results in what's a 3 minus x being a perfect square. What do we mean by perfect square? 1 for 9 whatever, like 121, 144 Do you get what I'm saying? Any x value that results in a perfect square, then you square root it and you get a regular number. And we're done. And we get